Hey everybody, it's John again from Gasper's Automotive Restoration. This is a continuation of the Slate Hill 1958 Chevrolet fire engine project. We have the V8 engine back from the machine shop. All of the stuff's been done to it. We had the cylinders bored. We've got a brand new cam. We've got a brand new gasket set, cranks turned. We've got all the stuff in here, and I want to show it to you, so stay tuned. Okay everybody, so the engine's back in the machine shop. I might as well just bring you right in here and just show you the stuff. We've got all kinds of parts here. We've got timing chain, wrist pins, piston rings, bearings, a cam, the valves are ground, everything here. Just come on, check it out. So we've got, these are the original valves, and they were in good shape. This engine didn't have more than 5,999 miles on it. So these are the original valves. You can see GM on there still. These are all ground, and they've been lapped. They're ready to go back in the engine. We've got the cylinder heads all redone here. Swing this around here. Probably going to be doing the cylinder heads first, I think, because they are just easy to do here. I've got them all ready to go. All I have to do is put the valves in here, and we've got cylinder heads done. All of the valve work has been completed here. These have been reground and lapped. You see the die on there they used to do that. These heads have been decked to make sure they're flat. They weren't really out of whack, but I just wanted to do it anyway. It made sense to me. We've got a brand new Melling oil pump here. Just open this stuff up here. Brand new Made in USA pump. You know, if you can get one of these for an engine you're working on, why put an old oil pump on a rebuilt engine? It doesn't make too much sense. Sometimes you have to use what you got, but let me see if I can open this up here. This is the cam. There we go. This is pretty cool. Got a brand new cam for this thing. And I'm very excited to put this in. This is going to be awesome. This thing's going to run so nice. We've got the timing chain here, piston ring. These are our rod bearings, and these are our main bearings here. Really nice fuel power. You know, something to remember about these: if you can't get precision insert bearings for an engine you're working on, okay? You're working on something, they no longer make them, you can't find the NOS ones. You can use the original bearings in your engine and send them to the Babbitt shop and have them re-pour the bearings. You need to send them your engine block and your connecting rods, but they can re-pour the old precision insert bearings. So don't throw out anything. Whenever you're working on a job, I always say this, never throw out anything until the job is done. And that's one of the things that a lot of guys, they take these out and they throw them in the trash. But if you can't get them, you got to use what you got. So, but these, of course, if being 348, these are available off the shelf. And so we're looking forward to putting them in. Got the crank over here. Crank has been all through here. The crank has been turned. I don't even know if they needed to turn this crank, to be honest with you. So it was in really good shape. I think they just had to polish it. I think they just polished it, but pretty sure when I measured this thing, it was in tolerance. But you can see this is super nice. So this is going to work great. It's going to fit right in that block. We've got a gasket set right here. Well, there's our starter and alternator, by the way. That's all been restored already, and that's ready to go on. But this is the 348 and the 409 kit, and there is a lot of stuff in this thing. I mean, a lot. This thing is packed. You can see it's bulging a little bit here, the box. It's just full of gaskets. So there's a ton of stuff in there put together. And we've got our, let's take a look at our block over here. Well, here, first of all, here's our pistons and kits here. These came out really nice. The machine shop was nice enough to assemble these for us. I didn't even ask them to do this. I'm actually surprised when I saw that they had done this. That's great, and we appreciate that. And they've got the kits all done. These connecting rods were out of whack. They were egg-shaped. That can happen with small, thin connecting rods like this, and they were able to cut the cap down and rehone these round, and they came out beautiful. So these are all ready to go in. We just have to put some piston rings on there and we're ready to go. And here is the block. This is the original 1958 Chevy 348 block for this truck. It came out of it. And we've got the brass Welch plugs in here. These are called Welch plugs. That's the official name. A lot of guys call them freeze plugs, so do I, but they are a Welch plug. And we've got the other side over here. Everything's been done in here. It's been bored. Everything's been checked. New cam bearings have been installed down here. You can see down here. So we've got all new cam bearings. And it's just really nicely done product here from our local machine shop. They do a great job. So now the next step here is to get this engine block onto that engine stand. It helps having a forklift in the shop. Now, if you didn't have this, you know, I bought this forklift used many, many years ago, and I think I've had this on other videos before. It's, I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't a lot of money. I bought it from somebody, and anyway, it works really good. But if you don't have that, you can just use an engine hoist. You don't need to have an electric forklift. The hydraulic engine hoist you can get from Harbor Freight or someplace like that is no problem. So, you know, don't be thinking you need to have a forklift to do this. I didn't start out with all the fancy tools, that's for sure. I started out working in my driveway. I was probably 10, 9, 10, whatever. And I was working on, I always remember the first thing I worked on was an Agway garden tractor. It was like an early 80s Agway garden tractor. And I went to these people's house, we had a church picnic or something, and we got there and all the kids were running towards the pool to go swim. And I was running towards the rusty tractor with all the bees in it. And I think that's when I realized that I had the bug for mechanical things. I was all about that tractor. It was all rusty, it had hornets in it, whatever. And I asked the people about it, and they said, "You want that? You can have it." I said, "Okay, great, thank you." So I think a week or two later, my dad and I came back. We picked it up in the back of his truck, and that was it. I just started working on stuff, and one thing led to another, and here we are, now restoring fire engines. So you never know what's going to happen. but, all right, pull it over. I wanted to get this off of here. Out here, that just looks so nice. I think they might have hit this a little bit. I don't know if they put a little bit of paint on there or something. It looks nice. It's like gray, cast iron gray. They might have sprayed something on there. I'm not sure. It sure does look good. So, but yeah, now we got our engine block up here off the floor. I think we're going to start with the cylinder heads and put them together. That way they're done, set aside, and then I can focus on this. All right. Okay, so we've got the cylinder heads back together. Now we're going to install the crank here in our engine block. I've gone ahead and cleaned everything here. We take a little bit of brake clean and clean off these journals, make sure everything's good. And now we're going to install the main bearings. There's a flange on the crank, and that is supposed to sit in there. So that is not used. The rope seal is not used. Okay, that might be a real early one. That's much better. Now this mechanical seal is here. That's much, much better. Okay. And this guy is also, make sure I got this facing the right way. I think I got this backwards. I've got this. No, this is correct. I have to roll this around like that, approximately. And this is going to go right in. And I'm going to put a I'm going to put a dab of sealant right here and right here to make sure this doesn't leak. I'll do that. I didn't want to stay in there. Go. Put a little oil on my bolts here. I like to put oil on these when I'm putting bolts in. We're going to, I forgot I totally forgot the, I'm going to leave that seal right there. That's actually going to work better. I totally forgot this. I've also cleaned my caps already ahead of time. Make sure that everything's clean there. Just forgot to stick this bearing on here. Boy, this thing is tight. we go. Yeah. Those guys on there. The next guy here, put the bearing in. These bearing caps have a nice indicator on them forward, so you make sure you got that pointing forward. Makes it easy. These are working great. It's fitting really nicely. This is super nice to get something back in the machine shop and you don't have to mess around. It's all working correctly. Good. The machine shop we use does a fantastic job. We're going to get to this here impactor now. Don't take your impactor and just hammer on these things you want to torque, but I'm just going to use this in light mode here to bring these down. Just have to sit there with a torque wrench, 58 turns. 58 turns. Get it to seat down all the way. Okay. Crank turns nice, a little bit of resistance, that's good. Not too much. One hand, easy. All right. Okay, here we go. Start in the middle. I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to back this off here. I had it at 105. I should not do that. I should do half first. We're going to do a 75 first. We'll go to 105. Did push-ups at the gym this morning. My arm's hurting. I'm sore. All right, there's half. Now I'm up to 105. 105, there we go. Go. There's a paint marker and mark these. So I know I did these. In case I get distracted, answer the phone, come back later. I won't forget, I'll know that's done. Right here. Check these bearing surfaces real quick here. Everything's clean, it's brand new. And we're going to put some and we're also going to move up the cam itself, so it's going to be stuff up there. Not too worried about that. See if I can get this last. I already got this guy here. Yep, got it. Okay. Cam. Here. Nice and easy. Load this cam in. Don't want to go crazy and go fast and mess up the bearings. Get the goes in an end. Cam is in. Cam is in. Plenty of that same lube on there. It's rotating nice and smooth, so we're good there. Now, let's spin this thing around, and we're going to do the timing set next. We got that cam loaded in there, and now we got to get the timing set. We got to get this thing on top dead center number 1, which is 1 on the Chevy is going to be over here. That's going to be, that should be top dead center there. There's going to be a mark here for our timing set. Pro timing set right here. We're going to have to, oh, I forgot about the original, on the crank, the original gear here, we're going to have to take this off, so we're going to get a puller pull this down. Okay. So I made these years ago. Special bolts, turned them into lathe so they fit in here, and they're going to thread in here. Bought the bolts from Master Car or wherever I got them, and got in there all the way. Slide this guy in. backing off. Puller is not optimal right now. Really need it straight. Can't. Okay, we're back with our timing set here, and I had a heck of a time getting that gear off that ship. We had to use the torch, and just got in the middle of it. Didn't videotape it, but wanted to show putting on the new cam gear here at timing set, and got this sliding on here nice and loose, and we got these timing marks going to face each other on this. So one timing mark is facing up, the other one is facing up, like it's facing down like that, and then our cam has to rotate around over to here, like that. Here. So I'm going to make sure that this is Loctited, lock washer on there. We don't want this thing coming off in our engine. Loctite in that one. And take this last one out, holding it for us, and put some Loctite in that one. Tighten this up. Our marks are together. According to the book, they're supposed to face each other on this engine. Same thing as a 327, or 283, 265, they're all the same. Let's see, how can I hold this thing, keep it from turning? Stick a screwdriver right there. Nope. Right in here, like that. There we go. And we'll make sure our timing didn't go out. Double check that. Our timing is off. Off by 2. No good. Thought I had it lined up, and I did not. So, back off we go. We're off by 1 tooth. Hear that noise change? You need to see. Don't have to hit it really hard. We're timed. We are good. Now, this is done. The cam sets in, and we're ready for the next step, which is going to be putting in our pistons and kits. So let's get started on that. Okay, now we're on to our pistons here. Doing our rings. This is the first ring. Second ring. And 2 bags third ring. This engine does not have a typical oil ring on it that you see on other style engines with the 3-piece oil ring. This just has a solid ring. That's kind of oh, wait a minute. Negative, I was wrong. It does. I thought that was just a bag of another type of ring. I didn't look at it close enough. Okay, this is normal. It'd be nice to have a little, like, mini vice here to hold this thing, but no. No, wait. This guy goes first. You have this guy on first. So it's got to sit inside. Screwdriver. Slide this down a little bit. You don't want to have your openings line up exactly in the same spot as the rest of them. If you can help it, so you want to try to offset these little rings. Okay, and here's the second ring here. Now we want to make sure we check the ring here for top, and this labeled top. As you can see here, I don't know if you can read that or not, but it's actually printed on there. A lot of times it's a dot. A little ring tool here. This is the second ring. Okay, and we got first ring, and first ring does not have. Okay, that finishes up the piston kits. Now we got to install them in the engine. Okay, everybody, so that wraps up the short block of this 348. We're gonna end the video here. We've got a lot more video to do here. We're gonna put the cylinder heads on next, the valve train components, valve covers, intake, all that good stuff. And then we're gonna paint the engine, and then we're gonna install this into the truck. So we got a lot more to see. Stay tuned, please. And remember, like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Helps us keep the channel going and make more videos. And we really, really appreciate you watching this. And always keep the old running.